Stop. Before you throw away that old phone sitting in your drawer or that dead router collecting dust in your closet, watch this video, because what I'm about to show you sounds impossible. No SIM card, no data plan, no Wi-Fi bill, no internet connection at all. And yet, in the next few minutes, you're going to build a working camera system, a private messaging network, and a full media server using two things you already own and probably thought were completely useless. This is not a trick. This is real networking technology that most people never learn about, and once you see it, you will never look at an old phone or an old router the same way again. Welcome back to Creator Tips. If this is your first time here, I break down smart, low-cost tech projects that most people overlook. Today's project has one goal: total offline power. No monthly bill, no company watching your data, no dependency on a signal tower somewhere miles away. Just you, your old devices, and a private network that belongs entirely to you. Let's get into it. Here's the secret almost nobody tells you. A Wi-Fi router does not need internet to work. Internet is just one job a router can do, and it is actually the smaller of its two jobs. Its real job, the one built into its hardware from day one, is creating a local wireless network, a private bubble where devices can talk to each other directly, instantly, without going anywhere near the outside world. Your internet provider is only responsible for connecting that bubble to the rest of the planet. Cut that outside connection away completely, and the bubble still works perfectly. Every device inside it can still see each other, share files, stream video, and send messages instantly, for free, forever. That's the loophole we're using today, and honestly, it's a loophole that big tech companies would rather you never think about, because it means you don't need their servers, their apps, or their monthly subscriptions to do most of what you actually use your devices for at home. Let's talk about exactly what you need, because I promise you already have it. 1. An old Wi-Fi router. Any age, any brand. It does not matter if it's 10 years old or even older, as long as it powers on and the lights turn on when you plug it in. 2. An old smartphone, Android or iPhone. Doesn't matter if the screen is cracked, the battery is weak, or it's missing a case, as long as it turns on and can still connect to Wi-Fi. 3. A charging cable long enough to reach a power outlet wherever you plan to place the phone permanently. 4. A small stand, a mount, a bracket, or even just a strip of tape to position the phone exactly where you need it. That is genuinely everything. No purchases required, no trip to the store, no waiting for a delivery. Everything you need for this entire project is very likely already inside your home right now. Step 1. Reset the router completely. This is important, so don't skip it. Hold the small reset pinhole on the back for about 10 seconds until the lights flash or blink rapidly. This wipes any old provider settings left over from when it was connected to a modem and returns the router to a clean, blank state. Plug it directly into a wall outlet. Do not connect it to a modem. Do not connect it to any internet line, any cable box, or any fiber connection. None of that is needed. It will still broadcast its own wireless signal on its own, and that signal alone is all we need for this entire project to work from start to finish. Step 2. Claim the network as your own. Grab any device, a phone, a laptop, a tablet, it doesn't matter which, and connect to the router's default Wi-Fi name, which is usually printed clearly on a sticker on the bottom or back of the router. Open a browser and type in the router's default IP address, also listed on that same sticker, something like 192.168.1.1. This opens the router's internal control panel, a settings page that lives inside the router itself, not on the internet. Rename the network to something memorable, something like a home base or family net. Set a strong password and lock the whole thing down so that only your devices and nobody else's can ever enter. This is now your own private, invisible, internet-free network, and nobody outside your home even knows it exists. Step 3. Prepare the old phone properly. If it still has old personal data, photos, messages, or accounts on it, factory reset it completely to start fresh and clean. This next part matters a lot, so pay close attention. Before you disconnect this phone from real internet for the very last time, install whichever apps you plan to use on your private network, a local IP camera app, a local file server app, or a local offline messaging app. Download all of them now while you still have a real connection, because once you switch the phone onto your private network, app stores and downloads will no longer load at all. Once everything is installed, forget the mobile data settings and forget any old Wi-Fi passwords saved from before. Connect this phone only and exclusively to the private network you just built with the router in step 2. Now here's where this whole project becomes genuinely shocking. With just these two devices, a router and an old phone, you can build 4 completely different systems, all running at the exact same time, all with 0 internet and 0 monthly cost forever. System 1, the invisible security camera. Mount the old phone facing your front door, your driveway, your baby's crib, or your living room, wherever you feel like you need an extra set of eyes. Open a local streaming camera app, connect your main phone to that same private router network. Just like that, you have live video in real time with no lag, no subscription fee, and no company quietly storing your footage on some distant server you'll never see. This footage never leaves your house. It physically cannot be hacked from outside your home because there is no outside connection for a hacker to even reach in the first place. That alone makes this safer than most paid commercial camera systems on the market today. System 2, the private media vault. Load the old phone's storage with your favorite movies, your music collection, or years of family photos, and run a simple local file sharing app. Every device connected to your private network, phones, laptops, tablets, can now stream directly from that old phone like it's their own personal home version of Netflix, with zero buffering caused by a weak internet connection, because there is no internet connection involved at any point in the process. This becomes an absolute game changer for long road trips, remote cabins, or areas where cell service and Wi-Fi are both weak or completely unavailable. System 3, the underground messaging network. Certain apps allow devices connected to the same local network to send text messages and even voice notes back and forth without any cellular signal or internet connection whatsoever. On a large property, a working farm, a multi-floor house, or a weekend campsite, this instantly becomes a free, private, and completely reliable walkie-talkie system that keeps working even when your phone shows 0 bars and your carrier has completely given up. System 4, the silent monitor. Using the exact same streaming method from the security camera setup, position the old phone in a nursery, in your pet's favorite napping spot, or in an elderly family member's room. Check in anytime, from any device on your private network, live, completely private, and totally free, with nobody outside your household ever able to access that feed.